Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Whether you're a long-time subscriber or a brand new viewer, I appreciate your support and I'm excited to share my content with you. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the content. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you can stay up to date with all the latest videos. In today's video, I want us to talk about something that's bothering all of us, and it's adulting. A couple of weeks ago, I asked my Instagram family, have you adulted? And how is adulting? Or rather, how did you know you had adulted? And I had a few responses, but the rest just ignored me like I did not ask them anything. Anyways, if you're a good communicator, you know silence is also communication. So I figured they were trying to tell me something. Maybe let's not talk about it. Maybe we are not ready to talk about it now. Maybe can we just skip to the good part? So in today's video, I will be telling you a little bit of the stories of how I knew I had adulted, how some of my friends shared with me how they knew they had adulted, and some life hacks to help you journey this adulting life. Don't just ignore my seats. Like, I know they have like paper on them, but let's just ignore, guys. Yeah. Anyways, in other news, I am taking an inaugural drive to a new city. I haven't driven that long before, and it's going to be my first time. I'm excited for what it's gonna come with, because I had a few people say to me, Rachel, don't worry, it's just a straight drive. And so I decided to just surprise my friend and be like, what are you doing today? I'm going to be on my way. This was completely spontaneous and planned for, but I have this feeling it's gonna turn out like the best of the bestest. Anyways, I gotta go, and yeah, I'll be giving you hints and bits and bobs of how I knew I had adulted, plus what other people said they felt like or they figured they had adulted. So see you in a bit. Bye. So this is where I'm going to. This is my way to where I'm headed to, and I am 35 minutes away. I just passed by the petrol station to fill my tank and breathe a little bit before I can continue. So yeah, I'm off and let's see how this goes. So far the drive has been okay. I mean, it's just we're going to the same way, all of us, so there's really nothing, there's many lanes, so that makes it very easy to drive, and I hope it continues like this. So see you guys, bye. Hey guys, so I've arrived where I was going. It was the smoothest drive that I've had. I honestly thought it was going to really be, like difficult, but it wasn't. It was just like literally a walk in the park. I cannot believe I'm saying this, but anyways, yeah, it really was. Honestly, I'm being very honest. So quick one, let's talk about how did you know you had adulted. Personally, I'm going to take you through a series of things that made me know that I had adulted. The first thing that let me know, like it was very clear that I had adulted, or rather I had started adulting, is when I was going to uni. So you know how like when you're going to uni, some people have like a party, and people give you speeches, people give you nuggets of wisdom of things you should do and stuff like that. Personally, when it was my turn, I didn't have a party or anything like that, but I remember sitting down and being sat down by my momager, and she said like just one sentence, and I thought I couldn't understand what she, because I'm a very black and white person, by the way. If you need to say anything to me, you really need to say what you're saying, like exactly what you're saying. Don't go using parables. You're going to lose me. Just say what you're saying, So my manager went something like, Rachel, you're going to uni, and when you go to uni, you're going to meet men and women. Take care of yourself. do you know the way I looked at her? Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? I just turned 18. I had just gotten my driver's license, and I was like, no, I hadn't actually even gotten my driver's license then. Sorry. I mean, I just gotten my ID. And I was like, what men and women? I'm a kid. Are you calling me a woman? Anyways, but I think that was just the beginning of you've started adulting. Anyways, fast forward, I went to campus, life started. And as life moved on, I started seeing the reasons why she said you will meet men and women. You know, like, nobody needed to explain to me. But I could see by myself, like, behaviors of men and women, and not like young kids, like I thought I was. So that started, you know, like, it was just a taste in the, you know, like, that was my introduction to adulthood. But what I did not know was that there was a whole lot more that was coming. So stay tuned and let me tell you a little bit more of how I actually figured out I had adulthood. So let's just dive right in. You know, like, the mix of responsibility and a lot of wait, am I doing this right moment? So I'm going to quickly let you know the signs that you have officially adulted, and probably 10 hacks that will help you navigate all that. So the first one is money talk. As an adult, how do you know you've adulted? When you're busy trying to save like a pro, even when it's just on groceries, then definitely you know you've adulted. You're like, I don't cook every day. Maybe I just need 4 tomatoes for the next 2 weeks. Yeah, that's called adulting. Because growing up, it was sweet enjoying other people's money. I don't know about you, but I really made sure if I could get money from an adult, I made the most of it. So it was really sweet money because I didn't work for it. But now that I'm working for it, I'm like, it wasn't as easy as they made it look like. And yeah, now I'm an auntie and I have to spend money on my, you know, my nieces and my nephews. And I'm like, when my auntie was spending money on me, she'd be like, take the shoes you want, take the dress. It was just a good life, honestly. But it is what it is. When you're busy trying to save money, even when it comes to just taking groceries, then you know you've adulted, man. It's happened to you. Yep. Are you excited over buying new home goods? Like, are you excited over like buying a new set of towels and like basically just arranging your pantry? Listen, you've adulted. Who knew buying new towels would excite you? Arranging your pantry, just organizing your pantry would excite you. You've adulted. Say less. That's it. You've adulted. Yeah? Okay? Oh, Saturday night, you're the girl who's now into Netflix and ordering home. That's become the order of the day, and you don't want the chaotic nightlife. You've adulted. Or little black dress drama, you're not in. You've adulted, my darling. It's really over. We have adulted. Listen, are you out here making responsible choices, like packing your lunch, choosing healthier options? You know, you have this whole health regimen going. You might even have a health insurance. Look at you. You've adulted. Can I say? And I think the next one will hit you hard. You make and keep appointments. Dentist appointment, doctor's appointment, dermatologist appointment. Oh, I need to see my ophthalmologist, my eyes this now. Or the other day someone was, you know, like glaring at me in traffic. You really adulted, by the way. Don't worry. I'm going to drop some hacks that are going to help you. I personally knew I had adulted the day my momager traveled, and I had to actually go to a butchery and buy meat. And when I got there, I didn't know what to say. I didn't know whether I wanted to say chaps, or I didn't even have those words, because yes, we went to the butchery together, but I never paid attention to what she asked for. And this once, when I had to actually say it, and I didn't know what to say, that was it for me. I knew I had adulted. So the first thing, which is going to be a life hack, and it will help you a lot, automate bills and savings. So set up a recurring bills and savings transfer. It will help you to stay financially responsible even without thinking about it. I'm the person who sleeps at 2 a.m. in the morning because I am busy going through booking.com, trying to reward myself for something I did, trying to reward myself because why not, trying to reward myself because I work so hard. So by the time I'm done with all that, I just want to give myself a good treat. And let me tell you, there's nothing as difficult as saying no to yourself. As an adult who works, it's the most difficult thing ever. You can say no to people, but you cannot say no to yourself. So that will help you to, remain financially responsible. Secondly, meal prep like a boss. Meal prepping is such a lifesaver, but set aside a day and meal prep in bulk. That means saves you money and also gives you, a whole lot of healthy choices, because then you make the food at home. Another thing that will help you is the 2-minute rule. If a task takes less than 2 minutes, do it right away so that you can avoid piling little tasks up, because then it causes chaos and might need more time to clear up. So just do it right away. Next, always have a go bag ready. Have a bag with your essentials always packed, just in case you need to have a spontaneous trip or you need to go somewhere after work. I think I've lived by that rule for the longest time. I always have this small suitcase wherever I am. It has a change of clothes, even in the house. Change of clothes, change of shoes, swimming costume, anything. It's very essential. I just need to pick it up and I'm out. Because I'm such a spontaneous person, I always don't have to plan everything. I can be sleeping and I'm I want to go too. So I make the most of everything. So just have your go bag ready. You never know, you could just be relaxing and one of your friends calls you and is like, yo, where are you? Just grab your passport and come with me. I have everything here. So I think it's a good way to just stay ready. The next hack is to create a budget with a fun fund. Okay? When you create a budget with a fun fund, it allows you to stay responsible while still allowing some guilt-free spending. So that will help you. I say that because I'm a shopaholic. I love life. Because I feel like every day God gives me is for having fun. So all these measures I am talking to you about when it comes to money, these are things I'm trying. I'm still not yet there, but I'm really trying and I'm working on them as time goes by. So that's something you may want to also try. The other thing is to use calendar. Using a calendar for your personal and group activities is important. It helps us to avoid scheduling conflicts and help us to remember important dates. Now listen, please remember those important dates. We are not trying to have you single when you're going through adulting. We want you Buddha, because you cannot do this thing called adulting by yourself. You need someone to support you. You need a support system. You need help. Your mom and dad will be the best support system, I swear to God. But they're going through their own phase of adulting because they've never done this thing before. It's happening to them as well. So please remember those important dates. We want you Buddha. We do not want you single and going through adulthood. It's not a joke. We care. Here at Adulting with Alumira, we really care for your wellness. So please use a calendar. There's apps, there's reminders on your phones, there's calendars on your phones, whatever works for you. Google Calendar, Calendly. We can go on until tomorrow. But try to have everything under one roof so that you know what's happening when and all those things. It's very important. So something else you may want to actually work on. Another thing that I think you should probably think of is having a home maintenance checklist. You can break it down to monthly, quarterly, yearly tasks, and breaking these tasks down into chunks makes it easy and helps you to manage them. They become manageable and easy to go by because then you just know when your next home maintenance date is going to be. So I think that's a very important way of thinking about it, and I think you should. The other way is decluttering. Can you use the rule of 1 in, 1 out? So every time you get something new, you remove something else from your house. I wish I could actually do that with my clothes, but every time you get in one thing, get one thing out. It will really help you so that your space is not, all cluttered and filled and everything. I know minimalists are looking at me and they're just like, what do you mean? But I am not a minimalist. I will never be a minimalist. I'm not even going to try to be a minimalist. It's just wouldn't work with me. I'm sorry for all the minimalists watching, but something that I would not even try because it would just never work for me. I know myself too. I've been around the block for many decades now, and I know I would not hack life as a minimalist. I'm just an extra person, and I've accepted the fact that I'm just extra and different, and it is what it is. I cannot even begin to force anything else. I'm just not a minimalist, would never be, but I have friends who are minimalist. I love you guys, I support you, but for me, it is what it is. Use the 5-item grocery rule. When shopping without a list, use the 5-item grocery rule to prevent impulse buys and manage spending. Remember, eat before you go shopping. If you go shopping on an empty stomach, you will buy the whole shop. So always make sure you've eaten before you go for your shopping, and just buy 5 items. The 5 items that you think you must have at home and you don't have. Otherwise, just remain focused, lest you spend money that you don't even have, or you get home and you're like, I bought a new fridge and a new TV and I already have a TV and a fridge. Like, that's how dramatic it gets. So always remember that, have that in mind always. The very last tip I have for you today is learn some basic DIYs, but learn just the basics. It will help you save time and money. So just learn some of these basic things. They will really come in handy. You know, can you fix your bowl? Fixing a bowl. And I'm not saying you have to be a pro at it. Can you unplug your sink? Are you able to, like fix your taps? And, do you have a basic toolbox that you can use? Some of this just, like basic things. They come in really handy, but they also save you a lot of money. You look at the job someone has done and the amount of money they're asking for, you're like, in less than 5 minutes, I could have done that, just that I didn't know. So I've taken also some time to learn from YouTube how to do these things. Yeah, so plug yourself. Ladies, can you change the like your car tire if you had a tire burst? Can you check your water, your oil? Can you check for the pressure in your tires before you take off, like if you're going on a long drive? Are you able to do those things? Learn them, learn them. Can you be a plumber for 2 minutes, like open your sink and just check, is everything okay? I mean, it's just simple. But yeah, I'm actually really excited that I'm talking to you about adulting, because here at Adulting with Alumira, it's one of the things that we actually really focus on, aside from just having fun. And I hope I continue to have these kinds of conversations, and maybe the next conversation I'd like to have with you guys is about work. I haven't talked about work since, and I think it's a very important part of life, that we spend 90% of our lives at work. We should be able to talk about it at length. So definitely thinking how and what can we talk about. If you have any ideas, tag me in the comment section. Remember to like, share and subscribe, and share with your friends. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, subscribe and share, and so that you can continue to enjoy content like this. And until next time, I've been your host with the most, Alumira.